afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with a simpler stocks free video for August 2nd, 2016. As you see, it's about 47 minutes before the bell. Just 37 minutes before the bell. Wow, time flies. Just got back from my trip in San Francisco for a week. Had a lot of presenters take care of me and have my back and get on, so we didn't lose any continuity in here. But what I've seen in the market, thank goodness I left when the market was stuck in a tight range. So what we've had in here is, obviously you can see this. You can see this tight range in here. And then on a 195, you see that we formed some kind of a squeeze, which by nature shows that we're in a opposing forces, so to speak. So right now, like I said, a little before the bell, yeah, the ES is down 650. NASDAQ continuing its strength on the back of Amazon and Google and Apple, of them just keeping their earnings gains going. That's up 15. Russell down a little, 280. Now, the things I think are a big deal in here is the bonds down a point, with crude oil down $1.62, and also watching the transports down 47. We'll get to that in a minute. So the way I look at this overall market is like this. On the good side, the SPX has worked off a lot of its overbought condition. On the other hand, it's right at a tree line. Now, I don't say you have to have tree lines and fire lines to be able to trade. But when we get in this extended market where you don't have a lot of perspective because you're at an all-time high, it's really nice to have these projections up here, which is right where it is right now. That's where that resistance is. So if you're bullish, that's like the one bad news in here. Now, on the other hand, you're working off the overbought condition, which is good. Now, a couple of negatives, big negatives in here. Look at crude oil in here. Crude oil falling apart. Now, the thing is, right here at 48, I am proud to say that when you see all the sections we have in simpler stocks, I had posted this a long time ago where this could go. Now, when you go to simpler stocks in here, and this is what you get in your subscription. Like, you know, it's $7. You get a 30-day trial. But the thing I wanted to show you in here, if I can get it to work, give me a second, is that you get the options, unusual options. You also get in there where you get stock charts. Actually, my screen's just broke down for a second, so just give me a second in here. But you get where I post about 6 index charts a night. And I also post at least 6 stock charts a night. And if I see unusual option activity, I'll be happy to show it in here. So what you get in here, if this works this time, let's see if I can transfer it. Yay. You get a chat room in the morning where you get 9 to 10 a.m. in the morning, Eastern, where I'm on live trading. Premium's a little more in depth than what you're hearing now, a lot more in depth. You have the email alerts. The forum, which is more a message board type of communication among all the subscribers and me. And a meetup about once every 10 days. I do an instructional video that then goes into a library that members can access. Now, the reason I'm showing you the email alerts, you go in here and you have the unusual option activity, the stock trades and chart ideas, and index and futures charts. Now, what I'm proud of in here that we did in here, if I can get it up here, is I showed this. Back here on index and futures charts, and I went in here way back here. See the thing, watch the wedges? Right there. Like I said, I post all of these. What I did in here is, this is on July 19th. And I post all these charts. Check out the chart I posted in crude oil. CL at a big juncture, a break of 45 could lead to much lower prices. Now, when it was 48, I told people it could go to 45. At 45, I said much lower prices. See that right there? Usually they could go down by at the minimum that amount. But when I saw this on the left, I was showing to chat room subscribers that it could go down by 5 points right here by the previous move, which gets you to under 40. A lot of people snickered at me at that, but now I'm going to take that off. And guess what? You're under 40. So that was a really good call. Now, I know it's simpler stocks. You might ask why I look at futures, because really the overall perspective is the first thing I show everybody in the morning. And the reason is, when you see crude oil, when crude oil turned around back here, That was really the beginning of the bull rally in the SPX that led to spectacular returns. So when you go in here and you look at this and you see the rally back here, look how similar this is. Went to a new low, went to a new low. Crude oil spectacularly rallied, market spectacularly rallied, but this time you see the divergence. Check this rollover here, and the SPX is still up here, but against resistance. That's the first negative sign in there, and those are the kind of things we show in simpler stocks. Then we go over leaning short or leaning long. Like when you see these divergences, this is when you start looking for negative charts. If you don't want to trade the SPX, you look for stocks that have underperformed the market. And that's one thing we're going to discuss today in the premium video. Other thing is in here is the transports. Watching the transports in here also underperform. SPX at an all-time high. Transports are 1,400 points below an all-time high. As you see, they're down again today, down about 49 points. Whole idea is if this gets under all these moving averages, that's really going to stop the SPX in its tracks, no doubt about it. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. I'm glad to be back in Jupiter, Florida. And like I said, we have the $7 30-day trial. And like I said, a couple of thousand people have taken this up on it. It's really been exciting. So I hope this helps. I'll talk to you tomorrow.